Look around you. Billions of people on this planet, all with the same chance to grab their share of the future. And yet, most will never step inside the gate. The You Are Rich list is not crowded. It was never meant to be. The math proves it. 12 coins per person is the average. And average is exactly why most will stay outside, watching the greatest transfer of wealth from behind the fence. Fear will keep them out. Noise will convince them the gate isn't real. Distraction will steal their chance. And by the time they wake up, the gate will be closed. Today, you'll see why the XRP Rich List is not a dream, but a map. Why most people never make it inside. And what you must do to make sure your name is written in before the world notices. Stay with me until the end, because this is the moment where you choose. Stay outside with the crowd, or step into rarity before the door shuts forever. Part 1. The Locked Gate. Picture: a massive gate standing at the center of the financial future. Behind it lies the funnel of demand, the narrow passage where scarcity and utility collide. Inside stand the rare few who saw it coming. Outside, billions wait, most without even realizing the gate is there. This is the reality of the You Are Rich list. It isn't an open field where everyone can stroll in at their own pace. It's a narrowing corridor. Every day, lost keys, burned coins, and new demand make the entrance smaller. And here's the truth that stings. Most people won't enter. Not because they weren't invited, but because they never acted. Fear froze them. Distraction blinded them. Comfort kept them outside. The XRP Rich List is proof that the gate is real and that it's open right now. But open doesn't mean forever. This is the moment to decide whether you'll remain outside with the crowd or step inside while you still can. The locked gate isn't a metaphor for later. It's a warning for today. Part 2. The Myth of Easy Wealth. Most people believe they can wait. They tell themselves wealth will always be there, that they can buy in when the headlines confirm it's safe. They think the gate will stay wide open until they're ready. But scarcity doesn't wait. Math doesn't pause. Every day, coins are burned, keys are lost, supply shrinks, and the funnel gets tighter. The idea of easy wealth is the biggest lie the crowd tells itself, because by the time it feels easy, it's already too late. The You Are Rich list is built on action taken early, not action taken comfortably. The XRP Rich list proves it. The rarest positions were claimed in silence during the years when everyone else was laughing, doubting, or ignoring. Easy wealth is a myth because wealth built on scarcity is never easy. It is earned through foresight, patience, and courage when the world is screaming the opposite. If you wait until the noise tells you it's safe, you'll be buying from the rare few who were already inside, and they'll be setting the price. Part 3. Why most stay outside. Most people don't stay outside by accident. They stay outside because their own mind keeps them there. Fear whispers that it's too risky. Doubt says, what if it never takes off? Pride insists they will wait for a better price, a perfect moment that never comes. And distraction, news, gossip, short-term noise, steals their attention until the chance passes. The You Are Rich list is not locked by force. It's locked by hesitation. Billions of people could step in today, but they won't, because they let fear write their story. And the XRP Rich list proves it every day. Distribution data shows most wallets hold tiny amounts or nothing at all. They scroll past the opportunity, convinced they're being smart by waiting, never realizing they are watching the gate close in real time. The tragedy is not that they can't enter. The tragedy is that they choose not to, until the day the door is no longer open. Part 4. The Fear. Feedback loop. Fear has a rhythm. It feeds on itself, looping over and over until it becomes the default state for most people. When the price dips, fear says, See, you were right to wait. When the price pumps, fear says, "It's too late now, don't chase." And so they do nothing. Over and over. Dip after dip, pump after pump. They convince themselves their hesitation is wisdom. This loop is why most will never step into the "You Are Rich" list. They never escape the cycle long enough to act. The gate stays in front of them, but fear becomes the prison keeping them outside. The XRP Rich List shows the result: a pyramid with millions of tiny wallets at the bottom. These are the people caught in the loop, watching, waiting, hesitating, until scarcity math leaves them behind completely. The only way to break the loop is with conviction strong enough to silence fear. Otherwise, fear wins by default, and the door closes while they are still standing on the wrong side. Part 5. 12 coins is not enough. Math is brutally honest. Divide the total supply by 8 billion people, and you get 12 coins each. That's the average, the baseline. But here's the uncomfortable truth. 12 coins won't change your life. 12 coins won't move markets. 12 coins won't give you leverage when liquidity floods through the system. 12 coins keep you in the crowd, technically included but practically irrelevant. This is what most people never face. They think owning a few coins is enough to make them part of the next wealth wave. But the XRP Rich List proves otherwise. It shows clearly that the wallets that matter, the wallets that control flow, hold far more than 12. And that's the dividing line. The You Are Rich List doesn't celebrate participation trophies. It highlights those who stepped beyond average into positions so rare that demand cannot ignore them. If you stop at 12, you stay outside the funnel. You stay outside the conversation. And when the tide turns, you stay outside the gate. Part 6. Proof from distribution data. You don't have to guess. The blockchain shows the truth in real time. Every wallet, every balance tier, every movement of coins, it's all public. And the story it tells is clear. Most wallets sit at the very bottom. Tiny balances, dozens of coins, sometimes just a handful. That is the mathematical definition of average. As you climb the tiers, the numbers of wallets drop sharply. Fewer and fewer addresses hold more than a few thousand. And at the top, the rare elite, the ones with positions strong enough to bend the math, control a huge share of the supply. The XRP Rich List is not opinion. It's data. It shows that the gate is real, and that very few have crossed it. The majority stay clumped at the base of the pyramid, while the funnel of scarcity narrows toward the top. Every coin burned, every key lost, every stack moved to cold storage makes that funnel even tighter. Which means waiting only pushes you further down the curve, not closer to the gate. The You Are Rich List doesn't just warn, it measures. And the measurement says most will never climb high enough to matter. Part 7. How conviction breaks the wall. There's only one thing that separates those who stay outside from those who cross the gate. Conviction. Not luck, not timing, not hype. Just the ability to believe before the world does. Because the truth is, the wall is not made of stone. It's made of fear, doubt, and distraction. The endless headlines, the sideways charts, the voices telling you it'll never happen. But conviction ignores noise. Conviction studies the math. Conviction holds while others panic, stacks while others hesitate, prepares while others scroll. And here's the twist. The wall that seems so high from the outside looks like a foundation once you're past it. The XRP Rich List isn't just a ladder of balance sheets. It's a timeline of conviction. Each tier, a record of someone who held through doubt. Every person who broke through didn't do it with shortcuts. They did it with vision, strategy, and time. Conviction doesn't just break the wall. It builds the future wealth behind it. Part 8. Comfort is the real prison. The greatest trap isn't fear. It isn't even doubt. It's comfort. Comfort tells you to stay where you are. It whispers that doing nothing is safe, that waiting is smart. Comfort makes the outside feel familiar, even while the gate is closing. And that is why most never enter the You Are Rich list. They would rather feel safe than be free. They would rather watch headlines than act before them. Comfort keeps them scrolling, keeps them busy, keeps them broke. The XRP Rich List silently exposes this prison. It shows who traded comfort for conviction, who stepped through the gate while the crowd kept waiting. Comfort feels harmless, but it's the reason the bottom tiers stay full and the top stays empty. It's why billions will stay spectators while a few become gatekeepers. If you want to break free, you must be willing to feel uncomfortable, willing to hold when it's scary, to act when it's not popular, to stay in position when everyone else quits. Because comfort will never make you rare. It will only keep you average. Part 9. The door will not stay open. Every day, the gate narrows. Every coin burned, every wallet lost, every institutional buy shrinks the opening a little more. The crowd thinks they have time. They tell themselves they'll act one day. But scarcity doesn't pause for their timing. One day, the You Are Rich list will no longer be an invitation. It will be history. And history does not reopen its doors for those who hesitated. The XRP Rich List is proof that positions are being claimed now, quietly, by people who won't be selling when the headlines finally scream, XRP is exploding. By the time the world wakes up, those inside will already be seated at the table, and the price of entry will have changed forever. The door is open today, but not forever. And every moment you wait, you are stepping further from the funnel and closer to the crowd. If you ever plan to enter, it must be before the click, before the panic buy, before the herd. Because when the door shuts, it will not wait for you to decide. Part 10. Step in before it shuts. When this video ends, the gate is still open. But it won't stay that way forever. You've seen the math. You've seen the fear loops. You've seen why most people stay outside, and why 12 coins will never be enough. Now it's your moment to choose. Step in or step back. The XRP Rich List is being written right now, line by line, wallet by wallet. The You Are Rich List is not a dream. It is a record. And you still have time to write your name into it. But waiting is a choice too. Every second you hesitate, scarcity works against you. The funnel tightens. The gate narrows. And one day soon, it will not open again. So take this moment. Secure your stack. Strengthen your conviction. Prepare your position before the world rushes in. Because when the door shuts, it shuts for good. And the rare few who are already inside will not be letting go of what they hold. Step in before it shuts, and claim the place that scarcity math already says is yours. Most people will never enter. You just heard why. But you are not most people. The You Are Rich List is open now, but it won't stay open. If you want to claim your place before the world catches up, this is where you start. Subscribe to XRP Today USA, so you never miss the truths math already proves before headlines admit them. Share this video with someone still waiting outside, and drop your conviction in the comments. Because the XRP Rich List is being written today, and your voice proves you belong inside. This is XRP Today USA, the channel for the rare, for the disciplined, for the ones already standing at the gate. If you're still here, you're already part of it. Now claim it.